Producer says tame. I say awesome.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's awesome. But I know we just talked about those wildfires, and I know many of you at home are asking, okay, do we need to worry about any of this wildfire smoke coming into play with this cooler, refreshing weekend in Michiana? The short answer to that is no, but we are going to have some wildfire haze sneaking in here for at least a few hours first thing Friday morning. The culprit, this area of low pressure. It's a secondary cold front which will reinforce the chill in Michiana all the way through early next week. And what it will bring with it for at least a few hours Friday morning is some return to the wildfire smoke, wildfire haze. The good news, I'm not anticipating this to reach the surface. You will not be able to step outside tomorrow morning and smell like it's a bonfire. And if we look out in the plain states right now, we're not really seeing the air quality dropping a whole lot. Still in the yellow, which is still okay. It's not until you get into the orange, the sensitive, and the red, the unhealthy, that the air becomes a little bit more hazardous out there. Hour by hour with First Alert Weather Feeder Track, we'll try to sneak on in some of this wildfire smoke and haze first thing tomorrow morning, Friday morning, with some strong gusty wind around 30 to 40 miles per hour. But the bulk of this is only during the morning hours. Watch Feeder Track. As we transition into Friday afternoon, Friday evening, we lose the haze in Michiana, but the haze will still linger down across the second half of Indiana and over towards Ohio. Again, air quality locally should not be impacted. Looking at our wind gust for tomorrow, west wind that'll help move in some of that wildfire haze first thing Friday morning. And it is first thing Friday morning where we could have a few gusts of wind, 30, maybe upwards of 40 miles per hour. Hour by hour with Feeder Track, we'll see a batch of clouds coming in after midnight. Really no chance of a shower tomorrow. Maybe just one or two brief sprinkles for one or two Michiana communities. That's about it. You see the hazy word lingering through Friday morning. Then as we transition into Friday afternoon, we'll try to break up some of this cloud. Mix of sun and clouds headed our way just in time for high school football in Michiana Friday at 7 p.m. Sweatshirt weather, hoodie weather, fleece weather. That's the theme all the way through the weekend, where we rinse and repeat the forecast from Friday all the way through Sunday with temperatures in the mid 60s. But what about these early morning temperatures? And this is where the real chill, the real crisp air will linger Saturday morning. Feeder Track trying to highlight that not. You could briefly drop down maybe to the upper 30s, and we keep this cool weather going all the way through the weekend. But check out Monday morning. Feeder Track has been consistently over the past 24 hours highlighting that areas away from Lake Michigan could briefly drop down to maybe a few upper 30s first thing out the door early next week. We're not talking frost concern, way too early for that, but a few of us could drip down to maybe a 38 or a 39 degree temperature. 10-day forecast, we go from sweater weather this weekend, George, to sweaty weather next weekend. Where the next weekend, the tail end of this 10-day forecast, it'll feel more like a summer weekend in Michiana with some low, maybe even a few mid 80s returning to Michiana.
All right. Well, we knew it was going to get hot again, right?
We knew eventually that we had not saw the last of the summer heat as far as the 80s are concerned. It'll be a stretch, though, I think, to get a 90 between now and mid-October, but we still have plenty of more 80-degree temperatures left.
And that's okay. We're going to take a break, and we will be back in a moment.
You're always on Facebook, and so are